Hey, my Scorpios, my fellow Scorpios. Welcome, 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 my darlings, to your weekly forecast for April 1 through 7. This is going to be a general forecast focusing primarily, and it will be for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's going to be focusing primarily on money. A lot of you have been asking for help with that. So at the end of this reading, I am going to pull a money card or a money affirmation for you guys. But I'm also going to be focusing on anything that comes up around career, spirituality, family life. If you're looking for a love reading, I have a link in the description to this video that will take you to the love readings for April, okay? I'm not leaving you romantics out. Okay, but this is all the other important parts of life as well. I've just found it kind of helps to just separate the two to focus on the energies independently. All right, Scorpio, so your Monday, Tuesday, there's your Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. All right, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday doesn't seem to want to pop on out, but there it is. All right, and then we'll pull your money card at the end. Your Monday, Tuesday is 7 of water, my lovelies. So this is like a lot going on, okay? A lot of the times when I see 7 of water come up in a reading, it is a positive thing. Even though 7 of water can kind of indicate where you're feeling maybe just a little bit overwhelmed and you're not sure what to do or what decision to make. The positive aspect of it is this. I usually see 7 of water or 7 of cups, as it's known in traditional tarot, come up at a time when you've come out of some mental block. Before, you didn't have a whole lot of options, or you didn't think that you had choices, or you didn't think that you could be successful. And now you realize that you can be successful, but you're like, man, what do I focus on first? What road do I go on? You know, you're kind of going from feeling stuck and feeling trapped to, well, I'm completely and totally free. I can do just about anything, but what am I going to do? Some of you are feeling this way because there was recently, like, I'm not saying it's going to happen this week. I'm saying it already happened fairly recently in the past. It already happened to you where maybe there was a layoff, or you retired, or you got really fed up and you quit a job, you know. But so some of you are kind of like, I guess, unemployed or between jobs, or maybe you're doing like the side hustle thing. Like maybe you had a side hustle and you couldn't deal with the 9 to 5 and you were like, screw it, I will just keep the side hustle while I'm looking and figuring out what the next thing is gonna be. Believe me, I've done that. I've done the whole like DoorDash thing, and I've worked for the psychic hotlines and the phone work and all of that. So I know, like, a lot of people have side hustles right now. So some of you know that you're meant for more. You know that you're meant for something bigger, and you have things you might be doing, like Uber or Lyft or delivering pizzas or just something. You might just have something that you've been kind of doing on the side while you're trying to build a business or work on your creativity if you're an artist or something. And so now you're just in this place where you're like, what do I do? Like, what do I want to focus on? I feel that a lot of you Scorpios are coming into this energy where you're not just thinking about your employment, like what you're going to be doing 9 to 5. You're wanting it to mean something. You know, especially also those of you who are feeling like you're wanting to do something, working for yourself or starting a business or a company or putting something out there creatively as an artist. You're wanting it to say something. You're wanting it to mean something. You are wanting to leave a positive impression and a positive mark on the world. And you're feeling a little bit overwhelmed because you're not sure how to make that happen, okay? And the best advice that I can give you, it might not make sense right now, but meditate on it, and at some point it will hit you and it will make sense. The best way that you can make your mark on the world and live in your purpose is by being your authentic self. That's all you have to do. and then what you're meant to do is going to happen. It's not like silly little cliche stuff. It's not like, you know, something that somebody would stitch into a pillow as like a quaint little Pollyanna saying. It's the truth. You know, think about it. All of the animals and the insects in nature, they fulfill a purpose. You know, like worms are digging around in the soil, but they're making lots of little holes underground that are helping water seep in and get to the roots of the trees, so the trees can get enough nutrition and the trees can grow. And we need the trees so that we have oxygen, right? And we can breathe and keep the air hopefully a little cleaner. You know, or other things. There's fish and all kinds of things that are very important to the biology of the planet. People are saying the oceans are dying because there's not enough sharks. That's one of the theories, that the shark population has gone down or something, and or certain coral reefs are dying out, and that is causing algae in the ocean to develop, and fish are dying because of that, because certain species are not in enough population right now, so they have to figure out how to fix that. So there's a lot of animals in nature that make us such a huge impact just by doing what they do, right? They're just waking up every day doing what worms do or doing what fish do, and they're helping the planet stay alive. So it's the same thing with us energetically. When you're in your authentic self, every human being has a function, okay? It's that whole concept of like the whole butterfly effect thing. We're very intertwined. We're very connected. All you have to do is be yourself. Okay, maybe your mission in life is to, you know, for example, like you could be a teacher, and maybe your mission in life is that you're gonna say something one day, or you're gonna impact a child in a very positive way mentally one day, where they're gonna take certain things that you said, and it's gonna give them some kind of an awakening once they're at a certain age, and they're gonna go on and they're gonna be an important leader, or they're gonna be somebody who's going to go and do something great or something big in the world, okay? Think about it. Every great person, somebody inspired them along the way. Somebody said or did something that helped them connect to their higher power to take on a higher calling or to take on a mission, right? You could be that person who opens that up in somebody else, even if you're not the person who's going to go out and personally turn the world upside down or bring about change, but you're a part of it. You were a part of that happening. So all you have to do is be yourself, okay, and do the things that come naturally for you to do in the positive way or the positive elements. If you're having a hard time choosing between options, just take some time and meditate about it. Like, imagine yourself, write down your choices, and then imagine yourself living your life with each of those choices one at a time. Which ones make you the happiest? Once you narrow it down to which ones feel the happiest to you, then you can start doing the research. What do you have to do to make this happen? You know, how can you make this happen? Which one seems like it's going to be too much work? Which one seems like it's going to be a fair trade for what you have to put and what you're going to get out? And then that way you can move forward without things feeling so overwhelming. Your Wednesday, Thursday card is Ace of Fire. So some other option will come in Wednesday, Thursday. Because for me, Ace of Fire is a new opportunity. And you might be kind of on the fence about, well, I got a lot of irons in the fire right now. Or I got a lot of things that I'm thinking about if I should take this or not. Or which direction I want to go in. It's almost like the universe is saying, hey, Scorpio, look. We're going to do this right now. Here's what we're going to do right now. So there's going to be something coming in. For some of you, it's going to feel like the 11th hour. Some of you are like, ooh, boy, I've been holding out for a miracle for some time, and it's coming in not a moment too soon. Okay, some of you are definitely in that energy. So something is coming in midweek where you're having the opportunity to make a very positive leap forward or take a step forward. The energy that does come in with Ace of Fire, though, it does let us know that it's going to require effort on your part, okay? So even though it's a blessing, and even though it's going to be positive for you, and it will give you a good, like, turnout, you're going to have to put work into it, okay? So for some of you, it could be like a chance or an opportunity to move. and you might be like, oh, well, I really wasn't looking for moving right now, and, you know, man, I'm really going to have to think about the budgeting and the expenses. But you know what? If you did the work, you can make it happen. You can make it fall into place. You can make it worthwhile. And then from there, whatever needs to happen will manifest itself. So something is happening where it's not necessarily going to be a piece of cake. It's not necessarily going to come to you without, or it's not necessarily going to be given to you without effort. Like you're working for this thing, but the offer is coming your way, okay? And anything in life worth doing isn't easy. That doesn't mean it has to be scary. That doesn't mean that it has to be impossible, okay? But it is going to take some work. But ultimately here the message is that it's going to be worth your while. And it may not be a move for every single one of you. It could be a work situation. It could be a creative project for some of you. It could be a partnership or a chance or opportunity to endorse something. You know, so just see what happens. Ooh, Scorpio, your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is 10 of Earth. So you are manifesting financial stability right now. Some of you may have a windfall of money. That can be a message with 10 of Earth or 10 of coins or 10 of discs, as it's called in different decks. So some of you may have something financially coming your way. Some of you are receiving some kind of approval for a pension, or some of you may be receiving an endorsement. Like if you have a business that you've been trying to put out there, you might pick up a client or somebody who has some weight, right? Or who has a big following, or who has a lot of connections, and they may start recommending you. And then from there you may find, oh my goodness, all of a sudden I've got all this business coming in. Some of you are receiving a bonus, or some of you are receiving a new job, or what do you call it, a promotion or something like that. But I do feel what is happening for some of you are really going to have to think about this, because I think there's a lot of underlying factors. Some of you have been looking for work for a really, really long time, and you're already employed, and you've just been hating your job, and you've been looking for work for a really long time, and then so you're landing a new job, and you're going and you're going to give in your notice. And maybe some of you had even given up or had stopped thinking about finding a new job, because I feel like it's been a while that you've been looking. And then you're getting a call, and so you're like, awesome, I'm going to go and I'm going to quit. And then as soon as you quit, they're going to call you back in, and they're going to be like, okay, what are they offering to pay you? Okay, well, we'll not only match it, we'll beat it. We'll give you a little bit more, and we'll have you stay here. Like, whatever. So some of you might find yourself in a little bit of a bidding war. Like you might go back to the other place and say, look, I really appreciate the job offer, and I really want to take it, but my old job offered me X amount to stay. Like, are you able to, match that or beat that, or like, what can we do here? So some of you may have a back and forth in that way. Okay. And for those of you who have that, my darlings, relish it, because you deserve it. I think that some of you have been really in this unsung hero for a long time. So it's good to have that validation. It's good to have that to be recognized in that way. But the wings here do make me feel like ultimately you're leaving some situation. Like the money that you needed, or the opportunity, or the chance that you needed. Some break is coming. And as I'm saying, I hear a helicopter. I don't know if my mic is picking it up as I'm talking, but for me, helicopter is also a symbol of like ascension, like going up another level or going higher. So I do feel that whatever this break is that's coming in midweek, it's also going to help you move in some way. So maybe you're leaving a job, maybe you're, it's giving you a chance to relocate. Relocation has been an ongoing theme, and what I feel like what is happening, because it's come up for so many of the signs this week, and for some people it will be physical relocation, but I feel there's some kind of like energetic rapture happening for a lot of people. And I know a lot of people might call it fifth dimension or 5D or ascension. Whatever it is, you're just kind of coming into a higher caliber of energy, and you're beginning to find yourself in places and situations where you're with like-minded people who are in that higher caliber energy. All right, my darlings, let's see what your money manifestation affirmation is. And these two decks that I'm using, guys, I love both of these decks. Not only are they beautiful with beautiful images, but both of these decks, the ones I just was showing you and this one here, each have an affirmation for every single card. So if you're looking for positive affirmations to manifest, both of these decks are really great for pulling like a message each day, right? And there's like, I don't know, 40 plus cards in one, or maybe it's like 70. I don't know how many cards it is, but it's a lot, right? So it's like you would definitely be busy for a few months with different affirmations that you could be doing. So if you're into that, if you've been wanting to do more affirmation work, I think both of these decks are really good for that. And I have a link in the description if you want to check them out for the affirmation work. Let's see what is going on here for your money message. All right, Scorpio. Oi. Oi, oi, oi. Let's see. Wow. The universe is like, you already got 10 of Pentacles. Leave me alone. I think that's what's happening. Okay, here we are. Here we are. I'm like, why is no card coming out? Okay, you have receptivity. Okay? Be open to receiving, Scorpio. Be open to receiving. Okay? Know that you deserve, that you are worthy to receive. And receive and accept the offers that are coming your way. This is giving me a sense or a feeling that sometimes some of you Scorpios are in this energy where you want something for a really long time. And then you finally manifest it. And once it's here, you convince yourself, you shoot yourself in the foot. You convince yourself that, oh, this isn't going to be a good opportunity. Or this isn't what I wanted after all. And you'll push it away and your angels are like, hello, do you know how long it took to like align this and bring this to you? And so your angels and guides might feel like sometimes you're pushing away certain chances that you've been praying for or that you've been asking for. And it's not because you're ungrateful. You're not an ungrateful person. And it's not because you're not intelligent. You're an intelligent person. The reason why it happens is the negative ego doesn't want us to grow and doesn't want us to change, and sadly in many cases doesn't want us to be successful. So the negative ego will come in and fill us with fear and convince us to push it away. It comes down to fear more than anything else. It's not because you're not a smart person. It's not because you don't appreciate what's coming in. It's not because you're happy with the way things are currently. You just have a fear. You have a fear of the change. You have a fear of being seen. You have a fear of taking the risk. And so it's tempting sometimes to push things away. And this is saying just be open to receive. Be open to accept what is coming and to have faith in what will be. Okay? Your affirmation is, I am open in my heart and mind to receiving the blessings that I deserve. Okay? You already know that you deserve it. You already know that you deserve it. But you have to be open to receiving it. Okay? And there's something else I just heard. Remember how I was saying how the energy kept coming up with relocating, and so for that reason I feel like a lot of people are going to be coming into this energy where they're ascending into a higher level. I think a lot of you are afraid of your success because you realize that once it happens, it's going to be a success on a level that might be taking you away from certain friends or certain family. Okay? Especially those of you who are coming out of breaking through generational blocks or generational curses, or generations of poverty, or generations of codependency or dysfunction. you might feel bad. Or just some of you who maybe have friends who are complacent and they're not really trying to improve their life, or they don't really have a whole lot of ambition. So you may be feeling this guilt in the sense or in the way where you're just like, I can't do it because, it's going to take me away from people I care about. Well, first and foremost, my dears, we live in a wonderful modern day and time where there's internet, there's phones, there's lots of ways to keep in touch with people. And even then, maybe you are in a situation where it's not going to be a good idea to keep in close contact with certain individuals. You cannot sacrifice your life, okay? At some point, these people are not going to be around anymore. And then what are you going to do? Are you going to be living in poverty and lack because you kept yourself on the back burner for somebody who you're going to outlive anyway? I mean, do you understand what I'm saying? Right? You have to think about your future, okay? This is like, you have to think about what you need to do to live the life you deserve living, all right? Those people have an option. They can come into a higher energy. They can do more ambitious things. They're comfortable being where they are now. That doesn't mean you have to stay there. If you were on a sinking ship and you had friends and family and you found a lifeboat, and you're like, guys, come on, let's get on the lifeboat. Let's get on the lifeboat. Let's get out of here. The ship is sinking. And they're like, nah, I'm okay. It's not going to be a big deal. I can swim, or it's going to be all right. Or somebody will come and rescue us before the ship sinks. And they don't want to get on the lifeboat. What are you going to do? Are you going to sit there and sink with them? Like, this is your lifeboat moment. There's no reason for you to feel guilty for getting on the lifeboat. Okay, the universe is giving it to you. You need it. Because you're not going to be able to turn to a lot of those people, when you're older. So right now is about you establishing the life that you deserve having, okay? And I don't care how old you are. I don't care if you already feel like you're older. I don't care if you are already in retirement age. There's still chances. There's still chances. The universe is still sending you abundance. The universe doesn't say, oh, what, you're 65? Nope, I'm sorry. You've passed the abundance stage. There's no such thing. There's no expiration date on abundance, okay? I don't care how old you are. So right now is the time to accept and to receive your abundance. So again, your affirmation is, I am open in my heart and mind to receiving the blessings that I deserve. So you can take a picture of this, you can screenshot it, and what I want you to do is every single morning when you wake up for the next 7 days, have this be the first thing you say to yourself. Memorize it if you want to memorize it, but have this be the first thing you say to yourself in the morning, and the last thing you say to yourself at night when you put your head on the pillow. And it can be the mantra during your day if you're feeling low or discouraged, or you just kind of feel like giving yourself a little pep talk or a little boost. You can say it throughout the day. But try this for the next 7 days and see how you feel. I guarantee you the whole affirmation thing can be a little addicting. It can be a little habit forming, but at least it's a positive habit, and it's helping us to rewire ourselves and to have a really positive, goal-oriented, focused way of being able to manifest, right? Some of us need to do these things to manifest. Some people manifest very easily. Other ones of us, we need to do the rewiring. We need to do the reprogramming. And so this is very helpful in that way. And again, I have the links to the decks in the description of the video if you want to check them out, and if you want to see in like just getting them for yourself, so you have a nice little treasure of affirmations to start off with. I think both of these decks are really great for that. Do watch your moon sign and rising sign videos as well. Some weeks those will resonate with you more, and it'll bring you extra information because it'll touch on the energies that you're being affected by right now, okay, by what's going on with you in your planetary placements. Guys, thank you so much for liking, sharing, commenting. If you have friends and you know that there's going to be things in this message that's going to resonate with them and that's going to help them, even if they're not a Scorpio, please feel free to share it with them or share their sign with them. I want to try to get this message out to as many people as possible. And I know Spirit is active in that as well, but I thank you all for helping, because when you hit like, when you comment, when you share, it helps it reach more people, and that's what I want to do. Not everybody's going to be able to come to me for a private reading. I know this. I'm booked until May anyway, so it's not just about people booking with me. It's about the message getting out there. So thank you for helping me get it out there, and I'm really enjoying getting to know those of you who have been joining me on the morning live videos when I do the angel messages, and just seeing you guys on social media. I appreciate you. I really do. I know I don't always get to all of the comments, but please know that I love you guys. I pray for you guys. I thank you for, watching and for being a part of this journey and for letting me be part of your journey. So, my lovelies, I'm wishing you a fabulous week ahead. Take care.